Hello guys, this is Orphan Last, and today I have kind of a unique video where I'm going to kind of review these two products. The first one is Figma archetype. Basically this is a female figurine where, now this is not some sort of unboxing, it's just a kind of a review of the actual figurine. And then these are the sorts of things that are kind of like art references, you know, like those wooden characters that you have. Like, as you can see, for some reason so I purchased both of these actually on an application on my phone called Wish, wish.com basically. But as you can see, there are these little hands. Let me see if I can get this thing to focus in on them. Let me flip this around, see if I can get. So there's these little hands that I can do. So I can basically pop her hands off, and well, actually I could pop a heck of a lot more than her hands off. I could pop her arms off. Okay, so as you can see, I popped off her hand, and I'm just going to set it right there for now. And I can actually grab a different type of hand that's kind of posable, and I could just pop this right onto her. Right now I'm just doing this all one-handed, so it's really difficult. So alright, so there you have it. She's got one hand that's kind of closed and one hand that's kind of open. I don't really like the way her neck kind of juts out here, and so this Figma figurine isn't really that good in that sense. Yeah, her head just popped right off. But what I like about this figurine is, other than the fact that it took me like 10 minutes to actually put her head back on, she is very posable, and she can have some fairly natural looking poses with very little effort. So basically, after you've gone ahead and posed her and everything like that, not that this is the best pose in the world, you can put her on a stand and kind of skewer her back with this rig here. The problem is that it feels so flimsy that I don't really feel like it's going to hold her position for very long. And generally this Figma figurine just does not seem reliable enough. So on towards the next one, the Mannequin. So once again, this is not a proper unboxing. I've already unboxed this thing and kind of tinkered with it a bit. So what I like about this specific figurine is it's I've already gone ahead and I got this nice little box basically where I can keep all of my variously different hands, and that's really convenient to be able to have. Basically I have a place to put all of this, and I have different types of hands to hold variously different props, such as a nice samurai sword. It even has like this this miniature laptop, which is kind of cool. It actually opens, so like you can actually see the keyboard on there. You can see the trackpad, and basically it's kind of a nice little reference to have. You can actually get this guy, pose him how you want, and get him to kind of be like the stop motion character that's just walking around the scene, and I really like that quite a bit. I like the movement of his head. There's never any point where I feel like his head or his neck is going to fall off. The range of movement with his head actually feels quite natural. If you actually try to turn your head in real life a full 90 degrees, you're not going to be able to. And this feels like the natural range of movement that the human head is capable of doing. And of course the neck doesn't jut out unnaturally like this other figurine. That makes no sense whatsoever. Why would it jut out like that? It just does not make sense. So this thing, it seems a heck of a lot more anatomically correct. The torso just feels like it moves the way a real human torso would. And like you've already seen, I can actually put different types of hands on. You can see that there's a miniature gun and such like that. And like sorry about this. Oh man, this is a little difficult to do one-handed, all of this one-handed. But this is obviously the hand that you would go about sliding your either a sword or a gun into, which is pretty nice. But anyways, like once I have all this established, I can actually start putting things away. Let's say I have my character, my Mannequin character, this one right here. This is the one that I would recommend people getting their hands on because it is a pretty nice reference, especially if you're trying to do something like foreshortening, where like you have body parts moving towards the camera and such like that. That can be pretty difficult to try to draw something like this just from memory. But like where literally his legs are pointing towards the camera, that is very difficult to draw. And to draw anatomically correct. And this guy is pretty stinking anatomically correct. But anyways, so once I have everything the way I want it to be, I can conveniently close this this little toy box basically. And once it is closed, there's this this rig here, and I could just go ahead and skewer it into the toy box basically, and then skewer it through my character's back, and it'll hold him into position, which is pretty nice. And it feels like the whole way that this thing is set up, it feels a heck of a lot better than this Figma figure. This feels solid to me. So after I have my character posed and everything like that, this feels a heck of a lot better. The only complaint that I have is after I have everything inside of my toy box, it feels very difficult to actually close the toy box and keep it closed. I also have no idea where I'm supposed to keep this. But overall, I highly recommend Mannequin. I picked this up for maybe 30 bucks. Totally worth every penny if you can get Mannequin figures. Okay? If you can find these, both a male and a female figurine of this, I highly recommend it. Anyways, it's a DX Gray set. Highly recommend it. I don't know if I should give a score. I would give it maybe a 9 out of 10. I give it a mark down just simply because I have no idea where to put this. I guess I could just permanently keep it skewered onto the toy box, but also this doesn't close very well. But once you have your figurine attached to it and everything like that, it feels solid, regardless. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day.